Welcome to the C1D Paintball podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to join our Discord. It's the best place to connect with other paintball fans, talk strategy, share stories, and show your love for the game.
Huge news, Roy. The C1D Paintball team has a podcast. Yes, that's right, Dick. Wild bunch, those C1D fellas. Tune in every Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for an amazing podcast.
Dad, come on!
Stars align in a swirling dance. Paint splattered fields, a cosmic chance. And Julie's the steady guide. Conrad shotgun, sun by his sea. Jeff, the loyal, the calm, the wise. Friendship like stardust, never dies. C1, the podcast in flight. Voices echo through the endless night. From Canada's cold to the US haze. The universe of paintball, infinite plays. Mike rolls in, smoking his wake.
Sorry about that, guys.
What are we sorry about? What are we sorry about? You think that was too long?
No.
You thought that was too long? I was grooving.
Welcome to the C1D Paintball podcast. No, anyway, my song was a little longer than the intro video, but here we are.
Oh, all right. You learn something new every day. And today we are, whenever you're listening this, we already said it, welcome to C1D Paintball podcast. This podcast is called Afterglow because we're glowing after D-Day. There was a different podcast, a guest, but it's postponed till tomorrow, which is actually all right because while unfortunately Jeff can't make it tonight or tomorrow night, Connor will be there tomorrow. And the King, Return of the King. So Return of the King attempt 2. This is called Afterglow. I see we've already got Trucker Dave. We got, of course, we got our friend Explorer who needs to take a picture of his C1D patch he finally got. So Chris on that one. And we got Trent as well. And we're just talking. I thought we'd have a little fun with this. There's a couple of like little topics and stuff that I kind of have like bookmarked in the event that something like this happens, because life happens and we get that. So I've got to start. I've got a couple of different cardboard. Connor and Jeff are in fine form today. For those of you not listening on Discord, they look consistent while myself and Mike just are like trying to find the best light on us while you're watching this live.
Getting quite the reflection off my new haircut, bald head.
Yeah, I mean it's comfortable. It's comfortable this time of year, so there's nothing wrong with that. And that sounds like a cop out, but it's not. I wanted to immediately find a way that we could kind of have some fun with Connor for the next show. So what I've done here is he's very good when it comes to like game types and that, and a few of them we put together. Of course, the more the merrier. People can put different input into it. Mom said not to forget your mouth guard, Dad. Wait, by the way, right now Connor's attending his first rock concert.
Oh wow!
Now, I've seen some of the greats. I've seen not Led Zeppelin. I've seen Pink Floyd. Hey, Adam, you're all over the video. You were a beast on D-Day. At least an hour in. I haven't seen much more than that. And that's true though. Yeah, I saw Floyd. I saw Yes. I saw Clapton, and Connor's there. And the first what's the first concert you ever went to, Mike?
Metallica and Godsmack at the Pepsi Arena in Albany when I was like 14 years old.
Oh my God, Metallica, pretty. My first was 2 Canadian bands.
Blew my mind.
Well, Metallica would be a hell of a show. That's I saw them at the when James Hetfield's hair lit on fire at Olympic Stadium.
Hey, Tim.
My first concert was Canadian bands. Triumph opening band was Honeymoon Suite. So
nice.
Machine Gun Kelly has probably more fans than those guys. So
is it Machine Gun Kelly? Is that
who Connor's at Machine Gun Kelly with my wife. I was supposed to go with my wife, but I really don't know the music. And I cleaned enough in the house that everything will be okay. So he will be back tomorrow. The King, more importantly, on D-Day +8. Inevitably, we'll tell some D-Day stories. But I remember seeing Colin James. Oh God, there's a Canadian guy. Yeah, that one song they just play over and over again.
I have seen Alexa on Fire, which is I believe they're from Montreal. They're from over there, over yonder.
They're from not too far from here, actually. I
watched their farewell tour. Well, they're actually back together now, but I watched their farewell tour in Montreal. I think it was in like 2011. Andrew was a beast.
Andrew's a beast. That's just my body hair.
Trent's first was Billy Talent. Oh wow. Then 3 Days Grace, Black Veil Brides, Motionless in White, and The Warning. Been a few more, but I can't remember. Me and Miranda and I, however you want to say it, have been to. I've been to hundreds, like at least 200 concerts. But me and Miranda together have been to quite a few. When we go on those cruises every 2 years with Coheed, if you want to count it, they have like 6 or 7 concerts a day on the ship, all different kinds of bands. So if you want to count those all separately too.
A good show is a good show. Machine Gun Kelly is lightly considered rock. Connor's being nice. No, it is. And look, my wife's an educator and administrator with elementary schools and such for many, many years. And, I mean, look, she loves Motley Crue. And she watched, I guess, Machine Gun Kelly played the drummer. What's the guy again? He's, oh my God. Now she's going to actually listen to the podcast. Drummer of Motley Crue. Big, tall, lanky guy. Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Who once liked a picture of Connor wearing a Motley Crue jersey.
Oh, really?
Playing hockey, yeah.
He has a famous sex tape too, doesn't he?
He does. Not quite as famous as mine, but no, no. So she became aware of this guy, and like when he does shows now, he does this happy-go-lucky music. He gets kids to come on stage, people that, hey, do you know how to play this and that song? Kind of interactive fun. So cool. They're at that concert tonight.
He only made one mistake, and that was beefing with Eminem.
He had a beef with Eminem?
Yeah, they had a little beef going on. I'm not really sure what or something, but I'm pretty sure Eminem probably buried him.
Okay. Well, for those of you saying, wow, the king didn't show up and this show went downhill. Okay, Connor, well, your show starts here. But so I have some ideas for game types. And let's see what you think of this. Bounty Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4v4 entire ball. Okay.
Oof.
I'm gonna
already starting off rough.
Yeah. 4v4. I want to find something you can play on that field. People listening, you probably know of something that a field that's like, I want to play more on that field, but it's kind of like, So 4-on-4 entire ball. Players have one target on the other side they must take out. So you are playing as a team, but you're told who you have to take out. If you accidentally take out one of their other players, you actually lose a point. Players can call out teammates to help enemies. Have I talked about this before, or is it just with Connor?
I think we brushed on it. I don't think you called it Bounty Hunter, but I think we brushed on this. But
I'd like to try that.
I think it's a little more evolved. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean,
but you need a competent ref too.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
You can almost do like multiple games, like switch sides a couple times. That way you could like kind of accumulate a decent score to go against. You know what I mean?
Exactly. By the way, when we do the next little big game at Warzone, we're going to have to do the gasoline tank convoy. We need some sort of things that you have to find and carry back to your spawn for additional points and see how that helps out. So something like that. I really wanted it. My boss didn't give me Saturday off.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're venting here. My screen went up on that one.
Holy shit, Dave. Are you trying to kill us? Dave's still in a D-Day mode. Do slapsticks entire ball, he says.
Do slapsticks entire.
5 minutes, unlimited spawn, one slapstick in the middle.
Whoa, yeah, if we don't... What if they're talking about Lancaster? They play paintball. As long as you stay in, as long as you can handle the pain. And to which I say, like, what the hell is wrong with these youth these days?
We did that at Army Globe, 2v2v2.
Okay.
When we first started, obviously, it was the first few weeks, and it was the end of the game. We were all like, oh, we're done. He's like, I got one more game mode for you guys. You get rid of the rest of your paint or whatever. He's like, 2v2v2. You're in till you don't want to be in anymore, or you run out of ammo, whatever. And I was just like, okay, I got a pretty good pain tolerance. We got weeks of bruises on us. We were going like 3-4 times a week at that point. And yeah, we did it. And I think it was Nick and Rob, or Nick and Norm, versus these two teenagers and me and Miranda. And we ended up taking that one home. But wow, I tell you what, you just get shot and shot and shot, and you just got to move. I mean, but I felt really bad for these teenagers, and I was shooting him in the ass, and he didn't know where he was getting shot from, and he didn't put his hand up. So I stopped, and I'm like, dude, are you done? And he's like, yeah, man. I just I couldn't get out of here. So, but yeah, those are wild games.
This is the one that Connor looked at me like I was a little bit disturbed, which has been known to happen time to time during each day. It was a gladiator type thing. Again, I want to use tire ball. You got shields and something like a pistol, or maybe just a limited ammo. So if we can get 3 or more shields, or 3, you have a free for all.
Trying to bring up Fireball here.
Might want to sprint faster.
Might be an older picture, but
no, that is
the thing on the bottom's not there anymore. That little thing that Gene.
Oh yeah. I've got an actual scaled one of it now. No, I'm going to send
it's pretty close. Still gives you
it's pretty close to it. Yeah, I mean, look, you can have gladiators in this. You can have with a shield and a pistol, limited ammo. I think that's good. So you can just run one mag off a regular cartridge, right? Granted, some of the guys will use their remote line and all that, but something simple like a little gladiator thing where you can do that.
Did we ever, after the 1v1? I mean, I know a lot of people had an absolute blast with that. Did we ever talk about maybe? I know a lot of work went into it, a lot of planning, and the way the tournament style went down and stuff. But I wonder if we should do another one of those towards the end of the year, just using the same rule set, same kind of everything, and see, because I know a lot of people had fun 1v1.
It was a good little tournament, and one of the good things about it was we tried different things in different rounds. Like we used the preliminary round, which established your rankings. You use whatever marker you want.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, we surprise everybody. It's like, okay, for the playoff rounds, you're using a rental gun.
Yep.
Using a rental marker, and that's it. And the finals was rental 50 cal low impact.
Yeah. That was quite the surprise.
We should go to a game. We should do a game where you got to buy your guns and balls.
We did. We didn't put that.
Yeah, Warzone does that. Do you want to explain what that was, Mike?
Yeah, it was like a battle royale event that they had last year. I mean, they were working through the kinks and stuff. I haven't heard if they're going to do it again this year, but I hope so, because I had a blast. It was teams of 4, like Call of Duty Warzone style. You got blindfolded, put on the trailer, and brought to a random part. We were using all the upstairs maps, including Terminal, which was the first time we got to do it. It was amazing. But you get dropped down with nothing but a pistol and the ammo that's in it. I believe it was like 6 or 8 rounds. It wasn't a lot. And you had to go around and find cases of money or other markers or ammo. There was different things, but you had to find currency, and then you actually had to make it alive to the building, which was what was it? Market.
Market staging area.
Yeah, and there was a store in there, and you had to go in and spend the currency you could either buy your markers back, you buy more ammo, you could buy your dead teammates back. There was a couple more things, but it was very well put together. We had so much fun with it. I remember we could do that again.
I think something that they might want this is just a suggestion, because it was a great event. And like you said, they were testing a lot of things. You never know until you test it. Even if you've seen it at a different field, if the field isn't laid out the same way. I think the store should be the safe zone on tire ball. And there's a rule that you cannot shoot towards that building, so people don't camp other people.
Right. So
you can't shoot into the building. And there's some sort of preset area that you basically you can't camp the guys out there.
Yeah.
And have something with that. But it was a fun event last year.
We had a gentleman's rule. I mean, most people had a gentleman's rule, because I was standing right next to somebody at the store. And I was like, hey guys, like, we just bought our stuff. I know you got to wait. So I was like, we're just going to walk by you. Because I mean, I don't know if we talked about that, but I mean, I could have hit him with my barrel or something, but we let him go. But then I guess the team came in behind him and wiped them out one by one as they were coming out.
Yeah. Tire ball was fun when we did a light round robin sort of thing. It was teams of 5, and they died. Teammates would replace you, but if you died, that's the one I want. You guys, I guess, tested that out one of the days where I left early.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely got to do that. The tag team.
So much fun. Because I mean,
So this-
like we've said multiple times, it takes a little bit of thinking of who you want to put first, who you want to put last. So I think that would be fun too.
Well, a little chalkboard might help too, where we actually keep track like a scoreboard, because that's what you do, you know. You see 5 players on their field, you know you lost 2, but how many of them did you knock away? So there's like a strategy to it that could be fun. That could be a lot of fun. I never did find my keys, but I have a new set. I just got to order from Hyundai some keys to my. I still don't know where they are, but otherwise that was my segue into. I still got my little wagon of stuff from D-Day, but everything else is taken care of. But the stuff in the wagon is like the magazines I was gonna use, but I never did because I just used the shield.
I'll message
extra
that guy
gloves and stuff.
Maybe he found a set in the driveway or something.
Okay, yeah. If he found it easier than I looked for it.
Hey, Dave.
Oh, Dave. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Dave, the big man, he is Commando Action D-Day. He's listening. Hi to you, Dave. We already have withdrawal from your event. So, which of course the answer from Dave is you don't have to wait a year. I have other events.
Absolutely.
And actually, Nick sent me a message. There's no big secret in that. He's sitting there going, why don't we go and bring our groups and go up there? So us and Void go up and finally play on that field and maybe play the individual fields like the way they were, because I've played on that field 6 times D-Day. That's it.
Yep.
That is it. And
I'd love to get up there and play Boneyard, like 12 people or something like that. That would be just wild, because it's so different. Because I mean, normally with D-Day you got 100 people on the other side of that hill, or 100 people on the other side of those vehicles. But actually being able to go vehicle to vehicle, barrel to barrel, that would be, I think, one of my favorite maps to play on.
They got some beauty maps near the front, which I think might just be airsoft, like containers and that.
Yeah, the ones up top. Yep.
Oh, some great looking fields there. Conrad's already told me about. He played airsoft there. By the way, Conrad couldn't make D-Day. He actually had an event with his cadets, and he's in charge over review, so that went well on that. But we'll blame it on Conrad, right? No. Yeah, you're gonna see the video out there, guys. There's no one to blame but me.
No, we had
got
such a
pushed.
good day.
We knocked hard. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Oh, by the way, so I get this from Jeff comes over, and he's got the crystal skull.
Oh, wow.
And he's filled it with paintballs from Commando Action D-Day, which of course say Commando
really
on
cool.
it. So from the time I was general, I have that, and I'm looking forward to it. I'll probably put it back there with some of my other paraphernalia. I have a little stuff.
Such a good idea.
I have a little stuffed Hartford whale there, which has nothing to do with anything. But yeah, got my little bag of tricks. Sweet. Yeah, more business is good with it. Commando, again, just a great. And so we still have members that think it rains D-Day weekend. But Mike, you were there 2 years ago, what in fact was one of the hottest days. It was like you're playing paintball on the face of the earth.
Drank gallons and gallons and gallons of water that day, and I still needed more.
I think the temperature this year was actually excellent.
It was perfect. And
it was perfect.
Even with the rain that we got Saturday, which I mean, we had tents and we were having a good time, still put the fire and the fireworks on. So props to that. That was amazing. But I was expecting it to be a bit more soggy than it was, and it actually wasn't. Like Sunday was so good.
We got to say, remember, we got the King tomorrow. So, a little postponed 24 hours before he's on the show. So we'll be his perspective of D-Day, and no doubt some fun stories with that. Yeah, editing, the thing I've been editing, going through everything. It's a big game at this level, Tipman challenges and that. You go out there, you want people to come out the next year. You just want different groups of people. I was amazed how many rentals we had, or at least, playing. Like it's, I mean, sometimes you have people that are rentals, but they play. Pierre, your patches. Pierre was one of the most popular guys on D-Day without being there, because those C1D patches that he did.
They were everywhere.
They were everywhere. The fire pit. The fire was awesome. And after seeing last year, the boys launching those into the fire, it's like, I got to see this firsthand. And I was watching it before the show started and that too. No, and the band's playing. What a tight band.
Yeah, they were good.
They were very tight.
I'm not a big fan of I think it was a country rock. I mean, they were playing rock in this. I'm not a big fan of like country rock and stuff, but I was my leg was moving every time I was sitting down, and I was getting into it for sure.
It was fun. It was as they say, intimate.
Yeah, yes. I was hoping, I kept telling them I'd walk by if they were in between sets. I was like, I know there's not a lot of people standing in front of you in the rain, but I was like, we got like 30 guys out back listening to you, so don't worry.
Oh yeah, there was like a private concert.
But Dave, if you're still here, I need to find the sign up list for that rocket launcher into the fire hole. I want to be a part of that one of these years.
Jenny says hi as well. Jenny, who, you know what? Jenny is a player now. I don't know if she's gone out before, but I guess she's come out with us 2 or 3 times, and I think she would have enjoyed a D-Day and that. But yeah, now we're going back into the plays like you got Jenny, who's been out a few times, already doing pretty well. Now we have a very popular young man, Romeo Jr.
Yeah,
you might have known him as Bigfoot on D-Day, who made his debut at a very tender age. And I put out a video last night called Romeo's Battle. It's just kind of an artsy type thing, but the actual battle is when he rushed in at the start of D-Day and went right to the northwest corner, right in the corner there. And the last couple of years since they've lost some trees there, the forest is growing back, and it's this kind of low forest vegetation. And when you're standing on the ridge inside the forest, the ridge line there, you look down and it's Jurassic Park-esque.
Yeah.
With these big ferns and plants and the wood barricades. And it's like this area went from, oh man, they lost a lot of trees in the storm to, you know, it was just a firing lane into this back empty corner. Now it's evolved into a really, really interesting field. And when we go to Commando later this year, I'm saying when, to play regular, I want to play on that, man. I desperately want to play on that. Come talk with me next year. Oh, there you go.
I won't forget that. I won't forget that. I don't have that great of a memory, but I can't forget something like that. Thanks, Dave.
Oh man, yeah, it's the hangover from D-Day, and I know a lot of the other groups and that played, organized groups, they go to other events as well. Like I mentioned before, we're getting back into our groove. So not this weekend off. Next weekend we'll be back at Warzone Paintball, back home to play some regular games. We cut the floor in the forest with
the Kubota.
So you like it's graded. Yeah. Oh no, it's was it no, it was 2 years ago they had the huge brush, the hill.
Oh, in the middle?
There's a slapstick right there. And
Thomas was under that thing for like 25 minutes, leaned back on his knees, just absolutely hammering people.
That part of the field, I knew I was going to call this D-Day part 2 of 3 or part 2 of 8 because we just talk about it, but it is those little changes. And when it's like, well, why don't we go over to the field early and take a look? It's like, no, we'll do a walk through the day before. Give it the Christmas type feel. What's changed this year? But yeah, going out and actually playing on that field and doing it like I'd like to run MagFed, right? Like what we do would be kind of wild. Yeah. I mean, that's the only way. I mean, I think the days of big games with MagFed, you know, I think they're still out there. Like you could, I mean, I don't know. You could, you know, I'm just going to get into speculation that I would love to play a MagFed game out there, but it's a question of getting the bodies to do it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. I'm still traumatized from the beach, which for the first time in my 6 years there was important and the bane of my existence as a general.
I'll never forget coming back up on the second half. I needed like a water or something, and I went down and I was coming back up. And I was like, that's not red. Oh my God, that's red, guys. They were pushed all the way up the beach, about to come like up towards where we were airing. And I was like, oh my God, that's not going to be good.
Well, we mentioned on the last podcast is, I mean, they gave it to us in the first half. They got in position and they just did not put their foot off our throats, pushing hard on the beach. The village, for the first time in my 6 D days, was an absolute hotbed. If you had a heat, remember back in the days when you played video games like Halo, you could do a heat map and it shows you like where most of the action happened on the day. And the heat map, I think, for all 6D days for me in that area had never been so much. I mean, there was movement out of there. I mean, usually it's a team floods in and out, but it was an absolute linchpin in there. And I still can't get over it. Again, watching the video, editing over and over. I'm thinking I'm not going to do like 11 or 12 parts. I think I'll do like hour chunks.
Right.
So yeah, maybe even longer, but no, it's
I still
all
haven't,
the little days.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out. No, I touched a little bit. I always put out the teasers to give myself a little breathing room. I love the cinematic, like, you know, the suspense, and I was always into midnight drops of like trailers for video games back in the day in the, you know,
absolutely
2010s and stuff. Those really got me, even movies. So this last cinematic trailer I made was kind of like a horror movie, and that was not implying that the day was like a horror at all by any means. It's just
that first half had its horrible moments.
Yeah, no, it was just how I told you I came up when I had my glasses on and I walked up to the water when it was raining the day before, and I got this little clip of me kind of, you know, smoking a cigar and checking out the field while no one was on it. And it clicked right in my head right there, like what I wanted to do. I wanted to be looking, and then all of a sudden it scratch away into action, and then back to calm, and then back to action, back to calm. So I had that idea within 30 seconds of taking that video. So I love doing those cinematic trailers and stuff, but I haven't quite figured out where I want to go with the main video. It's been different every year, so we'll see.
That's what I love about video editing is you let, depends what kind of mood you're in. You drop the footage. Sometimes I've had times where I drop it and the lighting is weird. Like it was dark lighting when we were playing in Village, and I kept it dark. I could have lightened it out. As a matter of fact, I made everything a little bit more greener, and you kind of let it like draw out. Now on a big game like this, you can see what's happening. I mean, you can hear us. You can see everything as it's happening in real time. Like you let that first 15 or 20 minutes set in. You don't make any rash decisions after 4 or 5 minutes, but after 15 minutes, you have a good idea on this is, you know, what areas are settling, what area that you don't have to worry about, and the areas that you can't really do too much about. And after 15 minutes there, and you can see it, we try to push back once. And then there was a break for something on the field, and we tried to push back, and we just you know, one barrier,
couldn't get enough bodies.
20 yards and back and forth, and I'm watching the flow of this, and inevitably you got to bet when you're playing there in that field outside, generally speaking, it can change, but with all that new stuff in the middle, which is absolutely wild, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, you've got the flanks from the beach, which are really great flanks, and they controlled the beach with speedballers, and they just ate us alive there. And that was a good tactic. But I'm sitting there thinking, there's going to be a lot of games where there's good teams like that on both sides, and they just hammer each other, and it's just a matter of whose legs get you to that extra 1 or 2 barriers first.
Yep.
And those flanks are going to be that much more important. Everybody just thinks of flanks at that field of the container bridge. Well, the Village, which is right there, just as important. And God, the lane from the water, I can't believe that came into play. That is such a risky thing. And it was, that's why I love D-Day is just things happen and boom. And by the way, I said the first thing was we had a blast in the first half because the adversity was awesome. At one point, what I do with the videos is, you know, I'll go back and forth between the cameras. I had 3 cameras one year when I had Thomas's footage. So I tend to go back and forth. But at one point when we're making that big push, it's well beyond the 15 minutes. It's about 45 minutes in. We make this big push that lasts a good 20, 25 minutes. It was, you know, it seems longer than it is, but I'm looking at the footage. It's like, man, this is really long. And what I can do is go back and forth to show all the footage. to show the absolute chaos, I have a lot of scenes that they're side by side for like 20, 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So Connor's screaming something. I'm screaming something. Every second word is F from both of us.
Yeah.
And play with the levels, adjust the sound levels. And actually, one thing I may try is put the video on the left in the left ear and the video on the right in the right ear.
Yeah.
Because it might, I'll test it. Maybe it sounds like garbage, but right now the way I have it is it just shows the pandemonium of that.
Mm-hmm.
That happens. Because I think if you have 3 cameras, it's too much, but you have 2 in the same area, and you can hear that little ping in the background because the voices are synchronized. So you kind of hear it like reverb a little bit. Because it's bang on. So you got this 30-second segment where it just flows so well, and I think it captures DD, and that's what I try to do in my videos. You do it as well. You're great with the effects, and the transitions are like spot on with the music.
Yeah, I always try to do that little extra. That's always comes in at the end. I always go and do all the rough stuff first. Then when I'm pretty happy with it, I'm like, all right, now I got a couple hours of trying to really tighten it up with these transitions and stuff.
No, I just like the raw, like you mentioned about the weather, because last year when it rained, I mean, we felt the rain on Sunday. But looking at the screen, the colors that came out in that is, you just want to show off an event like this to everybody. And you get into it. And again, people saying, oh, it's too bad you guys lost. It's like, no, this is you try your best, you deal with circumstances. Weather, who shows up, who doesn't, and you just go out there and you knock the hell out of each other having fun.
You can't have a bad time if you bring a backup marker. You know what I mean? Because that takes care of your first problem. If you have marker issues,
there you go.
If you have a backup marker, how can you have a bad time at D-Day? I mean, it's just like you go at your own pace if you want to. Obviously, there's Andrew and Connor and me and everyone else yelling at you. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're there to get your enjoyment out of the money that you spent and to do what you came there to do. And there's no one walking out of that place with a frown like, oh, I didn't have a good time. Like,
we had a lot, I mentioned earlier, we had a lot of rentals playing with us, and it was amazing watching the video. I've mentioned this before, and it's what I wanted to see. Try to GoPro for the first time. The battery life was sucky. GoPro, I'm not so sure. Did you buy a new camera? Because
you got to get the white ones. There's the black and blue batteries, which are just your regular ones. There's the white ones that are extended life that support like your 4K. If you like jack your camera all the way up with 4K and this many frames, and you want the ultra wide screen, and then you have all your extra stuff kicked in, that's the battery you want.
Connor, I ran 1080p 60 frames per second. It lasted 2 hours. It lasted the entire morning. And he did the afternoon on one battery with the oh my god, why do I keep forgetting it? Final Battle. You use 4? That's not bad either.
How much game? Well, that was between me and Miranda. Like, there's got to be what? There was
Connor's got 4.5 hours. Yeah, no, actually, Connor has 4 hours 10 minutes. So he only had about. No, there had to have been some. There was some downtime recording. I didn't have as much. I had maybe 3 hours 15 minutes because I did have a lot more on and off time. Plus, I didn't record Final Battle from my view.
So borrowed a 10, ran it at 4K 30 with a black battery.
That's going to take some power though. If you're not used to it,
I would get at least 45 straight minutes out of that. I would believe. Which isn't a lot.
You borrowed it, yeah, but it could be a case where the other guy uses it a lot. I mean, I buy a lot of batteries, and I have a lot of batteries, but I rotate them. I used to buy them at first to kind of burn them out. It's like, oh, this isn't working anymore. I'll get more. But as I was more invested each year in D-Day, it's like, you know what? I'm going to get a stable when they're on sale, a stable of batteries, and go through those.
Overcharging is a thing too, and then leaving them dead for too long. There's many things. The batteries just could have been, not that great.
Yeah. I mean, I could talk, and I have many times before, on just little things that make that you can do. Most footage you can do something with. Can we put hunting cameras out for D-Day?
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. They would probably get dinged pretty good, but I don't see why not if you mount them and just on the towers and angle them down. I mean, I used 2.5 batteries at 4K. Were you using an Acaso camera as well? I know it's a new one. Oh no, he's got
the same one that you have. No,
oh, okay,
Adam's got the I don't know how to pronounce it, but the same thing. You got the ES700 or.
Oh yeah, Acaso. Yeah, decent cameras.
Actually, while we're here and trying to burn up some time, Adam had an issue. I think.
Sponsors demanded.
Yeah. This show is brought to you by Stewart's Coffee. Adam said, I don't know if he switched to 4K like halfway through the day or towards the end of the day, but he's got, I assume, corrupted files. But when he tries to view some of his end videos, they say, this is not available. Try again later, and they're just all black. Have you ever had anything like that?
I saw he wrote that, and I at the time I was just in the middle of doing something in the kitchen, and not that I have to justify myself. By the way, if I had a sponsor, they wouldn't have to. These guys never have to pay for anything. This shirt, it is intensity, it is wild, and it glows in the dark. So I'm going to scare the hell out of my wife with this.
It pairs well with the pickle hat too.
There you go. It goes very well with the pickle hat, but we don't want to wrinkle the pickle hat and with the headset on. We were talking about the cameras and the battery. Oh no, he switched over. Yeah, I don't have a GoPro, but when it says it,
he's got the same camera you've got.
That's true.
I just know that a couple of his files at the end were black, and he couldn't play them, and he couldn't upload them.
You know what? Here, Adam, bring that out next weekend. Bring out the memory card. I'll give you a clean one. So if you want to record that day and that's your only memory card, this way that'll take care of that problem. I'll see what I can do with it. I generally don't like to, when I run, I usually run everything in 1080p because YouTube, when they upload, it's not true 4K. And the way I save the Acaso is a good camera, but even when I do on 4K at 30 frames per second, you're better off doing the 60. You won't have as much frame loss, and the pictures still be very good. But if you like the 4K, do it. But what I would have done first is go home and try it out. I might even do the same with mine. Actually, mine's a Brave 7. His is a EK 4700. I think it's. I'm not sure where that. It's either right below or right above mine. So it's around the same area. So like anything, you got to test it. Go out there and test it. So give me that card. I'll see if I can change it up. I wouldn't even. The thing about D-Day is it gets so hot on these cameras that, I could be just full of shit because it wouldn't be the first time, but I find that as the day goes on and it just gets, even though it wasn't overly hot, I do have a case on mine and it gets warm. So you can have a malfunction and a blip out for a little second and it'll eradicate a whole file. Now, when I'm playing 8-minute games at Warzone, well, big shit, I lost one game. But you lose the last 20 minutes of D-Day, that can break you. So it's a learning process. Everybody's getting cameras on our team too. I hope they don't expect me to freaking edit all that stuff.
Here, Andrew.
I know their footage will be better. Well, Pierre's given some that's kind of fun. I just love looking at different angles of everybody. And
it's actually good to watch other people's play style too from behind the mask. It's like I love watching when you put Pierre's stuff up because he moves like exactly what he is, just a
train killer.
And yeah, exactly. I was trying to find a nicer way to say it, but yeah, exactly.
Okay, you showed me how to do this, so I'm gonna pull it out. This is just an example of stuff I get to nerd out on when I share screen. Mike's gonna be so proud of me. Except that I don't think I did it with the right thing.
You're doing good. Adam says, I missed the comment, but he said it's at EK 7000. I'll give you the card. I got 2 others.
All right, cool. Window. Oh, it's a window I want. That's what I want. I want a window. So we're going to share that.
Oh, no. 14 through 21 says the video is not available at the moment. Please try again later. What? Try again later? Because normally when the file's corrupt, it'll straight up tell you like file corrupted. So it's
I don't Gee, I just don't know. Here, share screen. I want it. Let me try this again.
Different.
Okay, here it is. Here
swear
it is.
words.
For one thing, golly. Can you see my screen? You see this image?
I do. Oh, wow.
So
that's
you got
D-Day.
That's D-Day. Well, first of all, I do have, those aren't paintballs. That's splatter because I got the shield in front of me. So I look at this, and this is why I enjoy video editing. This is raw color on it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of got a gradient look to it. It's kind of got like an old, like a 60s or 70s, not fully developed look with the shield and just the colors. And ultimately what I'm going to take this and I will make the colors pop with it.
Oh, that's
but I mean
through the shield. Oh, that's
it's
cool.
Looking through the shield. So you can see the splatter in the corner.
Yeah.
But you could argue that 45 minutes into that game, we had our one slapstick. This was the next one. This was the worst place to be on the field. So I was in the act of literally retreating. I was that close to it with a shield. And you know me, I like to do crazy stuff. But it's like, no, there's no way I'm going there because I knew I was going to get like smacked from the left. But watching the video and seeing things like this, I'm constantly snapping shots of it. Because again, it's the moments from things like this that I freaking love it. Okay, yeah. I want to share something else, by the way. I want to share something I found.
Screenshots you get some pretty intense ones.
Oh yeah, I got a ton of screenshots from the game. Share screen. Do I still have that up? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. Okay. You want to see an ad for Warzone Paintball that is, what is it, 17? These guys, C1D, they're hogging everything when you type up Warzone Paintball. So Warzone Paintball, Rego, this is... We got all of that. I don't think those flames are real. After Effects is real, though.
Oh, this isn't our Warzone.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Oh, it is.
It is.
Oh, my Lord.
A little gem from the internet there.
Holy smokes. That's an old one, huh?
Connor and I did a live reaction once to a couple. We've actually got some. Don't look it up. I want to save that for you and Jeff. Some old footage of people just playing there. And it's pretty wild, actually. It is pretty wild.
It's like I got about an hour of recording from the borrowed GoPro yesterday. You have to compare it to your video that you got now. I love my GoPro. The stabilization, I can jump up and down, and
second to none.
Oh my God, it's so good. But I haven't used a lot of other cameras, so I don't know. But I just know that I've never had an issue with it. It's been Miranda's right now. The whole front screen has still got paint in it, and it's cracked and broken, and she's been using it for like a month like that, and it still works flawlessly.
Yeah, I would. I mean, if I had the money, I would get GoPro. But first of all, I would need two because I'm always have Connor and I's footage. Could you imagine going back and forth between a GoPro and something else with the stabilizations?
Yeah, and then you got to buy all the new batteries. It wouldn't be cheap. That's
no, it's not cheap. I mean, like I said on D-Day, Connor only used 2 batteries. I used 6.
Oof.
And I was going to use other cameras to get other angles because I of course have crazy, but you also never know that if it's hot or whatever, or just those batteries just kick out on you. But it's a fun little routine with it. I think next year I might, next year not having to do too many extracurricular things at D-Day as you do when you're the general. Clearly I didn't do enough, but is I was thinking about what is that? We had our second Explorer month and nearly 20. Oh, that's awesome.
Dude,
and that's how
awesome.
You build.
Hell
and it's early in the year. So Explorer's had about 20 guys.
Jesus, Dave's
going 13. For the GoPro 13.
Jeez.
So he's going
big bucks.
The Gusto. That's it. You just need the you don't need editing software unless you're just bad like me and you got to make it look good. I love these little things, just little topics. Me and you going like totally disturbing any sense of flow out there.
Yeah, well. The GoPro software, it's a little pricey. I'm not even going to throw out a number, but it is a little pricey. Maybe I will throw out a number. I think it's about $100 US a year. But it auto uploads all your stuff to your phone. There's auto like editing things where you can just drop your files in and it'll cut it up and make things. It's pretty cool. I don't use it a lot because I love editing my own stuff, but it is there for GoPro and it works very well. Works very, very well.
Yeah, no, GoPro. I am more hands-on with the raw look and that. I mean, my camera is the way I have now. The stabilization is decent-ish. And just over the years, I think part of the thing that I've gotten used to the videos is that kind of Saving Private Ryan effect. But don't get me wrong. I'd love to have 2 GoPro 13s and one on Connor's mask and one on mine. But alas, I'm made of flesh, not money.
I got lots of comments here I got to catch up on. When I upgrade, I want a white GoPro or Insta360 Ace 2 Pro. The Insta360s are amazing.
Are they?
Trent, from what I've seen, the videos that I've seen, they're absolutely.
No, I wasn't being sarcastic. Like, are they really? Are they? No, it's like, are they? Because I haven't. Oh no, wait a minute. Didn't Nightmare do it? I think he did test it.
Yes, I believe he said that he might not go back. I don't quote me there, but he was talking about them, and they're super duper good. I think he has one of the handheld ones too, or somebody that we had spoke to had one of the handheld ones.
Well, next week I'll try. By the way, for cameras, I'm going to try that scope cam finally.
DJI camera. DJI is stepping up.
DJI are great cameras.
They are absolutely killing.
But no
it. They
case?
actually have, no case. They actually have.
Wait, there's a case. You can't buy an external case for it. You must be able to, or it's probably extra.
Cameras that you can make movies with now. DJI.
I mean, I'm sorry, but my little DJI Neo, that drone. Well, your drone was a DJI too. The one that's in the shop.
In the shop, yeah.
In the shop, it's got 3 blades in the grave.
Yeah, it's what it is the gimbal. There's the motor that makes it go, left and right, and then up and down the tilt. And I found out the one that's broke, and I found the part, but the go around is you either have to send it in to have it calibrated professionally, because DJI will not release that, that whatever you need to the public, or you have to do it on like some kind of black market thing.
Oh yeah, and then they could do something with your drone, because when you log in.
Exactly. So, and it's very pricey. It's probably like half the cost of a new one to do it. So I'm on the fence of just waiting, upgrading, buying a new one, or eventually fixing it. But I figure the way you love droning and stuff, we got plenty of drone footage.
Yeah, we do. The DJI Neo 2 actually has more collision avoidance and everything. But unlike the Neo that I have, it's got different type of batteries. So my first thing was, I think that's a money grab. But while it is a different design generally.
Right.
So they added a whole bunch of different sensors to it. They added actually little antennas you can do to increase the range.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, but I'm okay with mine right now and just getting the stuff. I mean, face it, we play at Warzone. And it's going to be difficult for me to fly a drone around to get good action. That's why I've been recording the Village so much.
I've crashed so many drones there.
Yeah, the Village is like, I'm not going to be able to record too much stuff there coming up in the future.
Well, in the springtime before the leaves get on, or in the fall time when they all fall off, those little branches are really hard to see in the camera, and that's what gets me almost every time. It's just a tiny thin little branch.
Yeah, and you have crash avoidance too, but it's the thin ones they get through there, right?
Yeah.
Well, you've seen me slam the DJI a couple of times. I mean, that's what it's made for, and frankly, I think I've gotten my $180 out of it at this point.
I'm sure.
Which means it'll probably like smack a wall and shatter into 1,000 pieces before our next outing out. Our next outing is, let me pull that up. It is the
27th.
The 20th or 27th?
Oh, 20th.
The
No,
20th.
I'm kidding. Don't listen to me.
The 20th. And it should be fun. I think we'll try to do something with Tire Ball.
Yes.
We got the hot weather coming again. I always like after D-Day what shirts people wear to the field. I might wear this one. I don't know. We'll see what we wear to the field. And just get back into regular gameplay, which means there's going to be a lot of standing around talking more stories of D-Day, which tomorrow's episode will be talking D-Day with the sexiest XO alive, at least the sexiest Allied XO from Commando Action D-Day 2026. That's undisputed. I'll say it goes bigger. I'll say it's a tri-county thing, the sexiest XO alive.
Might even cross borders. You never know.
You might not know. So Connor will be there too, fresh from his partying, his after party with Machine Gun Kelly and my wife, which I will remind everybody, Connor is my son. So he's there with accompanying mom to the concert because, well, dad didn't have to go. So thank God for that. All right. We kind of knocked a few things around in that. I think this is healthy to have a podcast like this. And because, that's just go blah, blah, blah. Anything special for you? I want to get out there on Saturday. I'm probably going to run the bandolier. I'm going to run my magazines and, just take some shots, have some fun time there. My knee feels good, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I still got to go to physio and everything, but are you physically up to work? I mean, come on, you got to be physically up to playing next week.
I know. I'll be fine. I'm looking to, after having all that heavy gear on and the big ass tank on my ass all day, it's going to be nice to just throw the battle belt on with a few mags and bring the EMF back out and nice light setup. And I think it'll be a good time.
I was walking around the field a lot, and of course I'm a little older, but the only thing I had in my pouch, I'd have smokes or a couple of waters. I did notice a couple of times, saying, man, I'm glad I don't have that 64 on my back and all that other stuff I carry around. We are going to do a mag only game. I don't want to do a whole day. MagFed Trucker Dave there. We should do a mag only. We will do one of those. As a matter of fact, I was kind of disappointed when it rained on Saturday D-Day because there were going to be a mag game, and Connor was absolutely looking forward to playing it. And I don't think, Mike, you ever seen him play MagFed?
No, there was like one time, I think.
One time, yeah, and he only takes 2 magazines, but that's his thing. Yeah. We will play a mag only situation.
For the most part, we are. I think Jonathan, has a speedball marker, which we could, lend him one. And there's one other guy who, of course, Connor uses Hopper and stuff, but
his goes to a mag right away. His converts instantly.
Yeah.
Actually, so I think, does James have a Stormer? Somebody's using a Stormer. Oh no, it's a Cronus they're using. I thought somebody had a Stormer, which of course also can go to magazines. But,
Jeff won a Cronus at D-Day.
Jeff did win a Cronus, a tan Cronus at D-Day. So that was we'll see what he'll do with that in his little bag of tricks. Really horrible segue. Speaking of bags, I was going to say, let's go to the mailbag, but we don't have any mail. I'm going to segue possibly to, by the way, are you done buying your pictures?
Oh yeah. I bought all mine.
Okay. Is Miranda getting any of hers? There's that cool one where she's on her side boss beside the tire.
I believe she is, because I was a little selfish. I just, they're phenomenal pictures, and I'm not complaining about the price at all. But when you see yourself in a bunch of pictures and you put them all in a cart, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I looked at her and I was like, do you want to buy any? And she's like, oh yeah, I will. And I was like, good, because I'm gonna buy the ones with just me in them. So
tell her to spend the $8, and I'll go halvesies. I'll get her a nice big coffee, or give her a couple Canadian toonies on Saturday. She can buy half. I will, because that picture is
I know. I think she plans on getting those, because those were really good ones. I bookmarked a few. There was the one with her peeking around, but I really love the one with her and that ninja Gaiden dude with the thing. I forget his name.
Oh yeah, those guys are awesome. They're the ones that gave the patch to Junior.
Oh, that's right.
That's
we just
right.
That today. That's so cool. Yeah, those guys
I'm
are
going
really
to make
cool.
sure
they look good. I mean, we say we look good with our C1D stuff, but that guy,
Oh,
he's one badass looking dude, man.
Yeah, let me just see here because I have.
Adam says Jonathan's planning on buying a MagFed. That'll be cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool. It's not a effing, not a fucking team is what they're called. NFT paintball.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I didn't realize. I've seen him. I played with him a few D-days, and maybe last year he played Tuesday on the other side. But I mean, you see these guys' shirts. They're I mean, they are a team, but you know from his Vietnam hat and his mask.
Yeah.
The main guy is with that, and horribly effective. Great guys. Like I'm on the field, and I was the start of final battle, and it's like, oh no, it was just the second half when we were making our comeback.
Mm-hmm.
And we said something because, this guy's a veteran too, right? It's like, see, the kids were getting worried. We wouldn't get them back now, right? And oh, that's what I wanted to end on. I did mention we had a lot of guys in rental outfits at D-Day, and I liked it. And I thought how C1D that is, because when you're there saying we're going to do this, that, and the other thing, I mean, it's one thing if you got like a bunch of group of guys that play together all the time and that. But watching the video, there's a lot of rentals that were really engaged, and it makes me so happy. At one point, Connor grabs a guy leaving the field. It's like, does he want to revive him? And he screams, and he even says to somebody to stop him. He runs over to the guy. He goes, go to the guy. You going to the tent? Yeah, go to the guy in the tent. He's got white hair. He's my dad. He's the general. He's got a shirt like this. He goes, tell him we need people up here. He promised me to do that. Yes. Okay.
Nice.
And it's like, yeah. That's what you do.
That was like his main mission too. He probably felt so good. I know that there was a couple of times. I mean, we that story that I told about me and Connor trying to get the people over the hill and we failed. But there was multiple times throughout the day where I tried smaller pushes like that with everybody around me. And there was guys that were military geared from head to toe, badass looking, that would not fucking move. I'm like, guys, let's go. And they're like, no, we're going to cover from here. And then I turn around.
That is the term from Shakespeare.
Yeah. And I turn around and there's 3-4 rentals. Like, what are we doing? Where are we going? I'm like, that's what I like to see. Like, I love that shit. I could make a whole video on that. I'm sure you could too. Just rental guys running around like nuts doing crazy shit.
Exactly.
They have the funnest time there. I remember there was a girl on it might have even been the final battle. Shit's just going wild, or it might have been the end of the second half. We were on that side. There was a girl probably in her 20s just laughing. She still got her mask on, and she turns around and she goes, what do you mean there's only 5 minutes left? And the ref's like, yeah, there's only 5 minutes left. And she's like, for the whole day? Like, that's it? Like, she wanted to just keep going. And I absolutely love that. I got it on camera. I was like, I love this. This energy is what fuels D-Day, is like this type of energy. Like, no, we're not done. Let's keep going. As I'm like dying, choking down water, the rentals are like, no, let's get back in there. What are we doing? Where are we going? I love it.
Well, that is an excellent exit for this show. A good little story. Mike, I want to thank you for just getting this one in here. When the king said he had some other circumstances, it's like, we're going to go out there, just get some jibber jabber, because it's part of our paintball therapy, right?
That's what we do.
So thank you for listening, everybody. We'll have actions from the field next weekend, but of course, our next show will feature the king himself on a debriefing his obligation to the Allied side. Nearly done. We shall try to renegotiate a contract with the king. The Kaiser knows people. We have a mutual grandmother in Queen Victoria, but that's the history books for you.
Oh, yeah.
Pierre, can't wait to see you on Saturday, brother. Can't wait.
Absolutely.
Everybody else on the game too there. C1D, you want to join us? Let us know. I'm going to the catchphrase. You ready to hit the thing there? You're not going to cut me off here, Mike? You're right.
We'll see. I messed up the beginning, so I should do good at the end.
Oh, that's just us. Don't worry about it. You remember, guys, at the end of the day, it is just a game.